Hi, everyone. I am back in Boulder, Colorado, and got back yesterday. Flight home was much more reasonable than the flight out. It's a decent day of traveling. More or less recuperated, back more or less mountain time, and it was fabulous. Anyone out there who's interested in learning about painting, my goodness. I mean, it's 7 weeks, so it's a chunk of time. Uh, but gosh, what a great opportunity. I mean, really. And the caliber of the teachers that come through and the sense of painting community. And it was just fabulous. Really, really something. Truly. Most of the folks are younger, but there are older folks too. If any of you are thinking, maybe contact me. Let me know. We'll talk about it. Mount Gretna School of Art. So I want to, gosh, it was so wonderful working with that group. And this is going out to them. They don't know it, and they're not on the list, but hopefully some of them will be. So I want to read from The Shape of Content by Ben Shahn. This is a wonderful book. He wrote this, gosh, he was invited to give some lectures at Harvard. Uh, well, almost 70 years now. God, crazy. Uh, this was originally copyrighted and published in 1957. So this is from the last. He gave 5 lectures. One's called The Shape of Content, which is the name of the book. If you don't know who Ben Shahn is, look him up. Shahn. So at the end is the education of an artist, and I wanted to read. He he has it's a whole talk, but there's this one little piece that I'll read because I remember reading it when I was younger, and it was great. And I think I've read it since a few times. So he says, well, okay, I'll back up just a little bit. Begin to draw as early in life as possible. If you begin quite early, use any convenient tool and draw upon any smooth, uncluttered surfaces. The fly leaves of books are excellent, although margins of textbooks too have their special uses. As for small pictorial notations upon matters discussed in classes or for other things left unsaid. My capsule recommendation for a course of education is as follows. Attend a university if you possibly can. There is no content of knowledge that is not pertinent to the work you will want to do. But before you attend a university, work at something for a while. Do anything. Get a job in a potato field or work as a grease monkey in an auto repair shop. But if you do work in a field, do not fail to observe the look and the feel of earth and of all things that you handle. Yes, even potatoes. Or in the auto shop, the smell of oil and grease and burning rubber. Paint, of course. But if you have to lay aside painting for a time, continue to draw. Listen well to all conversations and be instructed by them, and take all seriousness seriously. Never look down upon anything or anyone not of as not worthy of notice. In college or out of college, read and form opinions! Exclamation mark. Read Sophocles and Euripides and Dante and Proust. Read everything that you can find about art except the reviews. Read the Bible. Read Hume. Read Pogo. Read all kinds of poetry. I know many poets and many artists. Go to an art school, or 2, or 3, or take art courses at night if necessary. And paint, and paint, and draw and draw. Know all that you can about both curricular and non-curricular mathematics and physics, and economics, logic, and particularly history. Know at least 2 languages besides your own. But anyway, no French. Look at pictures and more pictures. Look at every kind of visual symbol, every kind of emblem. Do not spurn signboards or furniture drawings or this style of art or that style of art. Do not be afraid to like paintings honestly or to dislike them honestly. But if you do dislike them, retain an open mind. Do not dismiss any school of art, not the Pre-Raphaelites, nor the Hudson River School, nor the German genre painters. Talk and talk and sit at cafes and listen to everything. To Brahms, to Brubeck, to the Italian Hour on the radio. Listen to preachers in small town churches and in big city churches. Listen to politicians in New England town meetings and to rabble-rousers in Alabama. And draw them. And remember that you are trying to learn to think what you want to think. Remember that you are trying to learn to think what you want to think. That you are trying to coordinate mind and hand and eye. Go to all sorts of museums and galleries and to the studios of artists. Go to Paris and Madrid and Rome and Ravenna and Padua. Stand alone in the Sistine Chapel, in the Church of the Carmen in Florence. Draw and paint and learn to work in many media. Try lithography and aquatint and silkscreen. Know all that you can about art, and by all means, have opinions. Never be afraid to become embroiled in art or life or politics. Never be afraid to learn to draw or paint better than you already do. And never be afraid to undertake any kind of art at all, however exalted or however common, but do it with distinction. Ben Shahn on the education of an artist. So there you go. I hope you're all doing well. And time to get back to work over here. Got the workshop coming up this week, starting in a couple of days. Get back to my own painting here. Got some big projects I'm interested in. Okay, be well, everyone. It's lovely hearing from you. A lot of you are sending in emails, and it's great. It's great hearing it. It makes a big difference. I'm right. Take care. Be well. Bye-bye.